Here my son and I have placed the box right at the downturn into the deep end. We're going to unfold it. The arrows do point to the shallow end. So we'll turn it over where we can get the cardboard out from under it. Remove the cardboard. And turn the liner back into position. Now just unfold the liner. And pull the liner into the shallow end. The shallow end corners are marked. There's an arrow down at the bottom of the curve in the shallow end corners. Align that arrow with the corner. There are also arrows where the liner goes down into the deep end. At the break point, there's arrows to show you where that should go to and align those. Then you just hang this liner into the track, just like you would a shower curtain. Just every 2 or 3 feet, put in a little liner. Now I locked this liner in with half of clothespins. It makes a neat little thing to lock your liner in. I had trouble with my liner popping out of the track, and I learned that years ago to lock it in. Now when you feel good about the position of this liner that is properly aligned in the shallow end, go ahead and install the whole bead into the track. Now when we get to the break point down into the deep, we're going to stop and get out of the pool and walk the liner all the way down into the deep end. And it's too heavy to try to hang in the corners. So we'll just drop it, come back and pick it up and put the liner in evenly as we go down the sides towards the deep end, putting in about a foot of liner and leaving about 3 hanging loose, 3 feet hanging loose, just like a shower curtain, all the way till you get to the deep end. Now when you're working with this liner and you need to get inside this liner, take your shoes off. Don't want to damage this liner. Now we're just very carefully pulling it. This is a 27 mil liner. It's heavy. It's just too heavy to hook in the deep corners. We found that out, so we just dropped it. and went back and installed it a little at a time. Install this liner on a very warm day because you want the sun to help you get the wrinkles out and to help the vinyl be more pliable where you can work with it better. I wouldn't attempt it in cold weather. You're going to be getting in this pool too. Think about that before you try to do it in the fall, how much colder it'll be. Now, I have never installed a liner before, but I was in the auto repair business and owned my own business for 42 years. And so I'm good at working with my hands, and if you have some good basic skills, you shouldn't be afraid to do this. You need to know a little bit about masonry, about the use of mortar mix. I was a little afraid to take this job on because I knew that if I damaged the liner or cut the skimmer holes or the main drain in the wrong places, then I bought a liner. So you might think this over before you take it upon yourself to do this. Now this went really good for me. We got the liner and the corners just right, and when I pulled the vacuum on it, the deep end was perfect. No wrinkles at all in the wall, because we had taken time to make sure that liner was in the right place before we even pulled the vacuum on it. The only wrinkles that I had some fairly major wrinkles in the shallot end. Those can be worked out by getting on your hands and knees and pushing with the palms of your hands. Now, not your feet, your upper body weight. Push those wrinkles 4 to 6 inches at a time in the direction that they need to go. Again, do not push with your knees or your feet. If you do, you're going to create wrinkles right behind you. Now, real shallow wrinkles, like shipping wrinkles, the water will press them down. So mine had that left, but the water just smoothed it right out. Turned out beautiful.